Check mic 1, 2. Check, check, check mic. Check, 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 check. Check mic 1, 1. Check, check.
Excuse me, if you could all please take a seat, we'll be getting started with the event. Thank you all for coming to our 5th edition of Pitch at the Hive Tech. We're here, I'll be your host, and we try to connect all of the ecosystem here, whether you're a startup, investor, or mentor, you're in the right place at Pitch at the Hive. Tonight we have 4 incredible startups pitching to our esteemed panel of investors and industry leaders. Each startup gets 15 minutes to pitch, followed by a Q&A session with our panelists. The goal is to ideally get insights, get feedbacks, and maybe even potential investments. So just to introduce the panelists here, we're privileged to have a stellar panel of experts joining us tonight. We have Karan from Antler, Marwan Al-Kabi, who is an angel investor, and Mohammed Asjid Hayat from Palm Ventures. We also have with us the startups Mirna from Algo. We have Arun from Paul. We have Shraddha Masale from Future Tayari, as well as Shafiq from Doha. Now, the heart of the evening, the startup pitches. Each founder has 15 minutes to present. Let's dive right in. Please give a warm welcome to Mirna from Algo.
Hi, everyone. It's so hard being the first one, so be nice. Hi, so my name is Mirna. I'm the co-founder of Algo, which is an AI-powered evidence-based well-being platform for youth and schools. The problem we are trying to solve is that there's a big youth mental health crisis where we have. Why is the microphone like this? Yeah, okay. So 1 in 3 youth are facing mental health challenges in the MENA region versus 1 in 8 globally. There's a big human resource gap. The microphone is annoying. Can I do it without it? Because it's
I think it's the same thing for me as well. It's hard to be the first one. Well done. A very good presentation, and I really like the idea. A couple questions I wanted to understand. Firstly, from the perspective of when you talk about your revenue, is it coming from your partnerships from the school directly, or the students are paying for that? And going forward from there, I also wanted to kind of just check. So the ask is 450. At what valuation are you asking the 7.5?
Okay, so that slide flipped for our B2B. We are a B2B business, and we're selling per subscription per student at $11. And also, like our go-to-market strategy is to go after school networks, whereby one school can give me maybe 200,000 students, and with high ARR. Also, like our next stage would be going after government, because we're building here. We're building to get acquired by the government.
So the question was kind of like, will the school be paying per student?
The school.
Paying, and they will be charging the student.
Yeah. So there is an opportunity for them to make money actually from it, but depending on how much they charge the parents. But at this stage, because we're still new, we're still doing like an early adopters fee. So.
And what about the churn at the moment?
The what?
Churn rate.
We don't know yet, because we just started in November. But so far so good, to be honest.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I think mental health is quite an important topic, and kudos for you for tackling it. I just have a couple of questions as well when it comes to the user journey for both the teachers and also the students when they do use the platform. Is it self-paced, or at the end of it, do you get like certifications of the sort? And another question as well I have, because of the sensitivity of mental health, I mean, how do you go about making sure that the AI algorithm is quite, on point culturally, and also when it comes to diagnosis, and avoiding maybe false positives when it comes to identifying somebody having either autism or learning disability of that sort, because it's quite important for the parents to safeguard their children. So.
For the first one, for the teachers, what we have for them is that we have
Hello. Yeah, hi. Great pitch. I have the same problem as you with the mic. But anyways, wanted to double click on two things. One, since you already alluded to it, how is the product used? So once you onboard a school and they roll it out, how is the user journey across the product?
Yeah, so basically,
Got it. So the student is mandated to interact with the platform. So
during school hours, but what we have seen, to be honest, the trend in the past few months is that they're actually using it all the time. So we have students logging in at night, logging into the journal. They're feeling like, okay, now we have support because right now the new generation is very language and technology. So they're more comfortable, unfortunately, like talking to like text instead of
got it. And the second one is a two-part question. One, just wanted to understand how did you get to a market size or SOM of 250 million? What's the underlying assumption? And in your opinion, why have international competitors not looked at this region? Because it seems like a pretty large market, right? So what's your edge?
but they are here. I didn't say that here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. A fantastic presentation from Algo. Now, I'd just like to give an introduction to our next speaker, Shraddha Musale. Shraddha began her journey as a Miss India finalist and then became a successful model and actor, starring in some of India's most popular TV shows. And alongside her entertainment career, she embraced entrepreneurship as the founder of Future Tayari. Future Tayari is an EdTech platform that helps professionals master power skills like confidence, etiquette, grooming, personal branding, and communication. By bridging the gap between knowledge and real world influence, Future Theory empowers individuals to elevate their professional impact. Please give a warm welcome to Shraddha Musale.
Let me try. Yes. People like me never get noticed, no matter how hard I try. Networking is so fake. I can never do that. Promotions, they only go to people who can sell themselves. This is what generally employees feel. Now let us look at what the clients experience. I ask for an update and they go round and round in circles. All I need is a clear to the point answer. We notice everything from how you present to what you're wearing to how you articulate. During calls, sometimes they are just not able to articulate and they're so casual and robotic. They need to be more professional. Hello, I'm Shraddha Musale, and as Ramesh introduced, I'm the founder of Future Tayari. I am also an actress. I started my journey as a Miss India finalist. Then I've been a model and I've acted in some of popular Indian TV shows. Um, Now I look fine, but I have been always extremely underconfident girl with zero self-esteem. And that wasn't a minor issue. It was a major struggle for me. I just could not access opportunities and I was stuck. I see so many professionals face similar problems, which I did, and our product solves for this issue. So basically, Future Tayari helps power skills, etiquette and grooming, master networking, negotiations, personal brand, charisma to elevate their professional image. Is my sound echoing or it's fine? Slightly echoing, but it works better? Okay. Oh, these are some screenshots of the courses that we offer. Wide range of courses, practical skills for immediate impact. Some of the flagship programs, mastering conversations at workplace, etiquette and grooming, personal branding, delivered by of India's most popular sports broadcaster. And the topics that we cover here is how to start a conversation from small talk to big talk, dealing with different kinds of people, the power of storytelling, and much more. Etiquette and grooming, how do you dress for success, first impressions, civility at workplace, business meeting etiquette, dining etiquette, and much more. Talking about charismatic, it's one of the latest programs, very, very apt for today's world. Um, we talk about dealing with difficult people, dealing with insults, travel etiquette, body language, voice modulation, public speaking, how to have wit, humor, confidence, understanding different cultures. Imagine you are at a place where no different cultures, so you effortlessly can mingle around. It's almost making you ready to be in the global environment. These are few screenshots of our dashboard, our learning management system, um, where you can track your and you can go back on to it again and again. As you grow further, you gain a diamonds through points on this leaderboard. You can use these points to purchase other programs for us for continuous learning. We also have a robust tracking system, especially for the administrators, to actually monitor the progress for the employees. We have a free a detail and a free assessment for all the people who come to our website, which will guide us what are your weak points, which are the programs more relevant for you. And this is my favorite part. We also have built our own game. And it's such a fun and engaging game. It's like Tinder for education. Personally, I have learned a lot from this game. More than that, it's a very powerful tool for organizations to customize their learning. For example, you're a company, a festival is there, imagine Ramadan is there, and you want to educate your employees on the cultural sensitivities or the etiquette. Or imagine you have a CEO visit and you want to train your employees on how do be comfortable, confident in front of him. What do you talk to have great first impressions? There can be multiple scenarios. Um, Onboarding employees, training people to have difficult conversations. If you're in health tech, so you can reach cyber security, much more. The insights that we have got, it's it feels as if it's a pain point for the employees, but more than that, it's a pain point for the client. Because when your team is not able to communicate well or articulate their thoughts, you just lose so much of your time, resources, and is an inefficient exercise. So it's a pain for them. What we've realized that people want immediate results. People are not here for long-term learning, especially in these times where social media is so popular. That's why our programs called Etiquette and Grooming is extremely popular, because there it's just about knowing certain things, know certain things and implement. Imagine if you want to try learn a language, it takes time. People don't have that kind of patience. Self-motivation is overrated. People need to be pushed. So for employees, they need a push from the HR. We need to push our customers to complete the programs. That's what it is. Attraction. So in the past 4 years, 30,000 plus customers have trusted us with their time and money. 8% is our completion rate. We would love to have it much better, but it's better than the global average rate, which is 3%. 12% is our repurchase rate. So almost 1 in 8 people come back to us. We have 10 plus corporate clients plus colleges. This is our revenue. So when we started in 2021, it was $46,000. In 2022, it was 75. 2023, it was $94,000, and 2024, it's come down to 65. I'll tell you why later. Okay, the market size, very rough estimate. I know you can understand, it's very difficult to calculate. The TAM I have seen, I've taken into consideration different EdTech segments, from self-paced to higher education to EdTech players, keeping the infrastructure perspective in mind. On that basis, our SOM, a lot of upskilling players, but major ones, they all focus on technical skills. Soft skills is still a niche segment, but because of the advent of AI, soft skills is the only skill that will save you from losing your job. You need to be, and that's why people are taking it seriously, and that's why a modest but promising number of $200 million. Our business model, we've always focused on B2C, selling directly to customers. Recently, we've started focusing on B2B with the self-paced, also live sessions, bespoke live sessions for the organization according to their need. And we also started workshops and masterclass because we wanted to increase our price ticket and give higher value. And recently, we've done very interesting master classes. Imagine calling a celebrity photographer and teaching people how to be camera ready. Calling a celebrity makeup artist and teaching women 10-minute corporate makeup. Etiquette coach, and many more. And people love this segment. This is a competition. There are many, there is a lot many avenues for all of us us to learn from. Um, but as far as depth is concerned, we've always focused on being 1 mile deep and 1 inch wide. That's why our programs are comprehensive. We have the access to have celebrities as our subject matter experts, and that's more, so that learning becomes more entertaining and aspirational. Because overall learning is boring. Nobody likes to learn. Affordability, our programs are very affordable, just with a little bit of premium. Structured learning path, we have created a structure. There's a bundle of programs which are basic, then you go advanced, and then you go for life or one-on-one as well. Accountability and support, our support system is available 24/7. Our team makes sure that we call people, remind them to complete the programs and for any technical help. The challenges that we face, very, very important. We started during COVID. When we started, things were fine. But later on, as everything opened up, our CACs got really high. And the return on investment, we suffered. And that's why we see our sales dropped. I'm sure all the, because we were dependent on digital marketing, probably that's the reason. Uh, Limited awareness of the value of soft skills. No matter how important we all know the value of soft skills is, but it is not measurable. It's not tangible, which is the problem for us. Everything that is measurable, you can prove. We are not able to do that. Repeat purchase, again in education, if a person has purchased a certain program, he would not purchase that again. Of course, we have a structure, we have basic programs, advanced programs and all, but still, unlike a D2C product, if I use a product, I finish it, I might go it for again, but that doesn't happen with education. So that's a limitation. Team, it's a nice mix of business, finance, tech. Because I come from the entertainment industry, I get a decent amount of experience, especially for the business like this, Future Tayari, which helps. My co-founder, his name is Deepak Tomar, and his name, and he's got a great banking experience. He's been an investment banker for 16 years at Nomura, and he's great experience in strategic thinking and finance. Saurabh Lahoti is our CTO, 12 plus years of experience in tech. He started companies from scratch and has scaled them. Other team members, of course, we have a production team, editing team, content team. Of course, I've not mentioned them here. Very important, lastly, the ask. I would want two key opportunities that I'd like to have. I would want Future Tayari to be acquired by a larger organization, preferably people who employ from a lot of Indian subcontinents to upskill their employees. But all our programs can be dubbed in any language or acquired by another tech player. Imagine, who are offering upskilling or integration. So where Future Tayari can complete their offering. Future Tayari can add value to the offering. Or we would like to have a strategic partnership with another larger organization and collaborate with their L&D team and train new employees is a focus for larger organizations, and we can be a good training partner for them, and so that employees can learn and thrive in the global environment. Thank you. I'd request you to please, you can check our website and please play the game as well and let me know. Thank you.
Hey, great presentation.
Thank you, Karan.
Just want to understand your unit economics because you mentioned high CAC, and as a follow-up, content production cost, who's bearing it, and how are you amortizing?
Content production, I'm bearing it. It's bootstrapped. Sorry, your first
Unit economics. So
unit
revenue,
economics.
yeah, ARPU, average revenue per user, less revenue share to all the celebrities that are doing the masterclass, less CAC.
That's a secret, Karan, because I come from this area. It was easy for me to get right people because right network, and it also helps for celebrities in terms of their personal branding. So we want, you must have heard about Front Row and other bigger players. Of course, Masterclass is doing well, but I had an advantage in that area. And initially, our programs were not very expensive. So we slowly, gradually had started increasing the price of our programs. We used to sell individual programs as well. This was in India, of course. I'm recently here. So everything is Indian market. But I realized I have to have a higher value for my product. Otherwise, this business can't scale. And even now, I know that it's difficult for such businesses to scale. I'm very realistic. And that's why my ask. I can't put in money just, it's like burning money.
And final question before I pass it on: what brings you to GCC? What's the driver? What's the catalyst that will help the business scale here?
One of my co-founders is here. So he's right now passive in Future Theory and he's doing something here. So I also wanted, because I've realized I understand Indian market. India still, technical skills are very important. The more global you go, people understand the importance of skills. And that's why no matter India is where it is thriving, but still in terms of soft skills, we are behind. We really need to buck up. Being Indians, people know that. And that's why I think there will be up for something like this here. I'm very new, so I don't know.
Thank you for the presentation again.
Thank you, Marwan.
I've got a couple of questions. The first one is, how do you deal with the high competition that you have from different platforms such as YouTube, which is free of use, and you can basically YouTube anything you want on how to X, Y, Z, and of course Masterclass and all other already developed and also established players in the market. And the other thing as well is I didn't really understand your core target audience. Is it the general public? Is it employees that go and these programs and then go to their manager and say, listen, I've upskilled my soft skills. Can you get me a promotion? How can it tie into somebody's career? And if you've ever considered
Yes.
that before or
Yes.
not.
So Marwan, coming to your second question, our TG is, so when we started, I thought people who are just out of college, when you're getting ready to get into the professional world, this is when you need. Actually, you need it then, but when you start working, that's when you realize, oh, I need soft skills because I'm not doing well. My colleagues are getting, he's getting promoted. I am not. And why? That's why our, the age increase from, so now I would say the average age group would be from like 25 to 40 because it's a pain point for them, not for the college graduates. And how do you, so basically because we initially we focused only on B2C through ads and all, people, anybody, our ads were, it spoke about exactly the pain point. Like, why am I who's not getting the attention? Why am I who girls are not interested in me? And in these areas, not getting promoted. So people who face these problems connect with it. That these are the, it's not about just your hard work and what you do in front of your laptop. So that's how, and B2C was a target. Recently, we started connecting to B2B players because only then I will save myself from the CAC and convince the HR teams or the owners of all the companies to take Future Tayari for their employees. Coming back to your first question, YouTube is definitely a competition because people, when I talk to people as a customer support, I'm like, yeah, but we get in YouTube, there's so much available, which is a fact, but structured learning. And we have really, there were instances where I thought, looking at front of the masterclass, oh, let's do this also, that also, but I never did. I always wanted to focus on soft skills and go deeper and deeper, which I think that's a good idea. And people understand. See, YouTube, you can't be an expert with YouTube, right? I mean, I access YouTube. You need to go deeper, do the exercises, go do the basics, go to advanced, only then you can. It's like YouTube is a good to have. Masterclass is not, because Masterclass offers everything under the sun. And I think it's more expensive. So your Masterclass TG is different than our TG.
Firstly, thank you very much for the presentation. I don't have any questions, but just a few comments. Firstly, I'm really impressed by your awareness, not only personal, but also in terms of the business model. So this business model is not typically a venture model. Like, your scalability is not going to be the same level as a venture capital firm is going to be looking at, and that is shown through the sales cycle as well, that the revenue that you have run. So in my opinion, the pivot that you have done to B2B compared to B2C is a more sticky solution, where an organization can push it down to their employees and it becomes more kind of mandatory rather than an optional kind of situation. I personally have taken a lot of courses and never complete them. So I know how,
Same with me.
yeah, how it happens. Stickiness is always going to be a problem. And if you go down from B2B level, it becomes much easier. And organizations, you pointed out, see the value of training their employees on softer skills, whereas an employee might not see it until they are overlooked for a promotion or something, which can become a different thing. Second thing is, which is picking up from what Karan started with, what brings you into GCC? I think you have an X factor when you are based in India. When you come to GCC, that X factor might be lost. Whereas in India, because of your career, because of your connections, you might find more success. And that's one thing when you're looking at founders, we look at what makes them different from the other founders if they were to start the similar business. If I was to do this business in India, I will lose to you. But if I was to do it in GCC, I might not have the same disadvantage. So that's why I think targeting a particular market might be more beneficial rather than expanding internationally too early. So those are kind of my comments.
I'll take that into consideration. That's an expert advice. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shraddha.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
A unique startup. Thank you, Shraddha. We have another unique startup coming up, physical product actually. So just an intro to the founder, Arun. He's the CEO and co-founder of XWall. He's an innovator with more than 16 years of IT experience, specializing in XR, AI, and interactive technologies. He has his groundbreaking creation, XWall.io, which is the first of its kind phygital gaming console. Please welcome Arun.
Just let him keep it.
Nice to see you all. Yeah. So this is Arun. I'm the CEO and co-founder of XWall. So I'm in the business for over 16 plus years, hardcore into tech. And we have been working out on this product, XWall, for the last 4 plus years. So we are into digital gaming. So we manufacture our own console. Let's see. So what we are just solving on education. You know, right, we are following a very traditional way of learning for the last 60 plus years, right? The same old-fashioned way of learning where the students, they used to sit and they'll be listening to the teachers, same old theoretical learning, right? And how well, even on the motivation factor, you can take any class. So the top 10% of the students, they might be in any situation, they might be in any scenario, they will study automatically. They don't want any engagement or motivation. So remaining 90% of the students, they need some engagement to just listen to the class. They need some motivation to go to the school. So going to the school is more of a social factor. It's more of a compulsion, right? So they want to go to the school, they want to listen, they want to come back. That's it. So there is no motivation. How well we can address the lack of engagement as well as the motivation in the schools. And the next main important thing is digital era, right? In our days, right, we used to have a lot of other time after 4. We used to have a lot of other really engaging games. We used to have a lot of other outdoor games like football or cricket. But of course, today, right, you know, a lot of other the kids, even my kid, after 4, she want to grab her mom mobile and she want to play some ideal games. I think you would have seen a lot of other portion in a home, right? This is a common posture in every home. Even my co-founder, he used to sit like this. So how well we can address a physical activity among the kids, right? I think you would have seen the Wall-E movie, right? Wall-E movie. In future, there are a lot of, due to a lot of other physical inactivity, there are a lot of the kids who are just facing a lot of other diseases because of the physical inactivity. So I want to show this photograph. Recently, we executed one of the thing for National Bank of Oman, right? Just to engage the visitors over there. You can see the visitors just sitting and just playing the game. Sitting continuously for 2 long hours is a next cancer, right? He just created some active game, but ultimately they want to sit and play. So that's where the world is going into. But we want to change the way. Due to the physical inactivity, you know, so of course there is, if you're not doing enough physical inactivity, so these are the common diseases which might trigger because of the physical inactivity. So this is what we want to address, right? The 3 factors: how well we can address the lack of engagement, motivation, as well as the growing physical inactivity among the kids. So we just created our own phygital gaming console, right? We manufactured this device in India. By using this console, we can transform any normal wall into interactive wall. Even I can transform this LED panel into interactive LED, and we just created some entire OS. Entire OS just created. At present, we have around 60 plus games and experiences. We want to address the skills of the students in the early stage itself. So how well we can address some the basic skills in the early stage itself. How well they can improve the cognitive skill. If it is football, how well they can improve the foot and eye coordination. If it is cricket, how well they can improve the hand and eye coordination. So everything is gamified. So once they want to play with the ball, so that's what we call as phygital. They want to hit it at the wall, and then they want to play a lot of other games, right? So each and every game is designed to address some specific skill, right? We have a lot of other the games to enhance the team coordination, the concentration, reflexes on basic skills. We want to bring the overall skills in the early stage itself. That's the ultimate idea. And so we are just following a SaaS model. We call ourselves a network of edutainment, sports, and fitness. Right. So on monthly basis, we'll be releasing some n number of the 2 or 3 games. Right now, we are releasing around 2 or 3 games, focusing on a particular the skill. At the same time, we have other specific things like a video library. Of course, video learning is part of the corporate as well as in schools. Right. We have the video library as well. So instead of just watching overall the thing, consuming the video content through the TV, so everything is we'll be using only projector in the schools. So it will be eye friendly for the students. They can continually they can engage and watch the video library as well. So this console comes with all the nuke, all the GPU, all the sensors, each and everything, and literally we just automated each and everything. Within 15 minutes, we can install the overall console in any of the school. This actual setup. So everything will be so the X wall, we will be placing the X wall at the top of the wall, and it will be connected to the projector through the HDMI, and that's it. So they want to play with the ball. The students, they want to just they want to manage at least 3 feet distance from the screen so that they can physically literally see the entire screen, and then they can engage. So this is a demo video for your reference. not only skills, so even we are addressing the academic stuff also, from starting from play school, how well they can learn the sequence of alphabets. Arabic game is recently onboarded one of the partner in Oman, and probably next week we are installing with one of the school in Oman. And if you see in the screenshot, even we have the custom Q&A. For example, the teacher who have gone for one of the subject in science today, so how well they can go with the complete revision, right? So they can upload the questions and then they can engage the entire class. For sports, we have red, blue, and yellow team, right? Why not for academics? So they can divide the entire class into various groups. Literally, they can engage. Even we are just working of the NEET academy in India to increase overall information retention. Even Shankar ISIT from Coimbatore, they just took the console. Even they want to increase information retention after the normal training. So if everything is gamified, literally, it's all about information retention, right? So why XWall? So literally, we want to unlock the potential in the early stage itself, and how well they can, the students, they can have fun learning. At the same time, we want to probably once everything is gamified, you can see the overall information retention going up. Even the kid who is not fond of learning, you can see the drastic improvement. We are getting some lot of other excellent feedback from the schools, and so these are the upcoming features. AI tutor. So we want to introduce the same with the expert. We want to introduce Einstein for any mathematical related conversation, and Einstein for science, and Ramanujan for mathematics, and Lucy for any other common conversation. The special thing is it run locally in XWall. There is no internet needed, and everything, all the LLM will be in the XWall. It will run locally. Even the games will be running locally. So the schools, they need to connect with the internet just to get the updates for the new game updates, for new features. And even we are introducing avatar for each and every kid, right, with the leaderboard, with the AI related data analytics. So how well they can improve, how well they can do the overall notification to parents, so that they can know how well, where are the skills they are just pretty good at. So these are the few schools. So these are the few testimonials from the schools from India. And so the targeted segment on education is, so we are focusing on play school and preschool, primary school separately. Up to grade 5, we have a lot of games, right? We could open how well they can learn, even the academics, letters, numbers, and higher secondary. So higher secondary is mainly for challenge-based, sports-related games, as well as custom Q&A. And the special needs, right? So it's all about how well we can trigger these skills for the special need the kids, as well as for exam training centers. So I told we are following a SaaS model, right? So we will invest on the entire hardware. There is no investment on the hardware for the schools, and we are just going with a monthly subscription, or they can go with the annual subscription. The absolute market strategy, since everything is ready, the console, so we are just going for mass production. Even if they need, if you want to go for installation of around 100 devices within 2 weeks, we can deliver it. And we are just partnering with the strategic partners. So as I told, so we onboard one of the potential partner in Oman. Likewise, we are looking out for a lot of other the partners from GCC who speed up the overall process. And direct the sales reach as well as the event. Event will be one of the major things where we want to conduct some educational events where by calling the respective school decision makers to conduct event to transfer among the EdTech and a lot of other stuff. And XWall Fest, where we want to conduct some annual XWall Fest. Once we are on board around 100 the schools in one particular city, we want to conduct some XWall Fest, so that on skill wise, we want to announce some lot of other goodies to the students, some lot of offers. So market traction. So we have been working out on this part for the last 4 years, and we launched it like last Jan 2024. So our run rate is 125K USD, and so it includes the event-based execution as well, not only education. And so that's what. So we are from Chennai, India, and ultimately we have a lot of other the potential the schools in India. We are scaling separately, but ultimately Middle East is the right market where the overall, because of the food we put here, it will be 110x, 20x more, and register our TD with the DFC, so marking our global expansion. So the competitive advantage, so we have, because we are we are the one in Asia right now. So there is one, the competitor from Europe who is into multi-ball, and literally their system is pretty, I think they are just going with the higher kind of sense as it's a huge setup, even it's pretty costly. When compared to our, it's very compatible, and it's only 50%. Even when compared to the rate, it's only 50% of the overall cost. And target market, it's a $1 trillion market. It's a 750 billion market on EdTech alone. So on the sports and fitness, a lot of other target segment, because we have done the overall hardware and software. It's all about just creating experience and just engaging the entire client. So we have the XOL community to engage on continuous basis. So these are the few awards, as well as even we got the registration for FCC and CE certification for global market for North America as well as for Europe. The main funding purposes, literally, so since we are looking out for we want to sell around 3,000 units for the next 1 year. So my target is, so we should reach around 1 lakh devices in another 3 to 4 years max. So for the next 1 year, I have the target of around 3K units, and literally 30% of the units will go for manufacturing, and so we want to pump more on the marketing and sales related at the expansion, and of course for R&D will be part of it, since we are working more on AI, and so operations support structure will be around 10%. So my co-founder, so we used to complement each other. He's a techie, right? So he takes care of the complete R&D and the tech and innovation. I takes care of the complete business operation and sales. And so that's in a single slide. You can see I'm looking to raise around $10 million. We are in the pre-series A stage. And so this is all about, within the single slide, I think you can get to know about what is XOL and what we want to do. So that's it. That's it, guys. This is what I want to change the way of learning by using our own physical gaming console. So that's my vision to take it forward in all the schools. Thank you. So.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think there's nothing more fun than bringing games into classrooms, and kids do get engaged when it comes to that. A couple of questions for you. Mm-hmm. What is the cost of the actual console and the setup of it? Because I noticed that the
actual console it comes around 7,500 USD, but we are just going with
how much?
Managing cost will be around 2,000 USD.
Okay.
But MRP we are just going $7,500. And $7,500.
And what's your revenue model or subscription model?
For subscription, if in GCC, if in UAE, we are just, if you calculate the overall cost per student, it will be around 20 dirhams per student. 20 dirhams per student per month.
Per month.
Per month.
Okay. And
so one single setup can be used for up to 250 students. 250 students.
Okay. And I'm assuming that you're also developing the apps and the games.
Absolutely. It's like an entire OS. Entire OS for this particular console.
Okay.
Yes, complete operating system.
Okay. And currently in English only, or do you have other languages as
yes,
well?
We done the localization. Even it's coming to Arabic, German, Spanish is part of it. You can change the language.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's very exciting. I really like it. I'm interested. I wish I had this when I was learning. Okay. What is the IP in this, or the moat? Because I'm understanding the device is probably not your IP. So
it's our IP.
Okay, the device is your IP.
Yes.
But you're selling it as
it's a 2-point calibration. We are yet to patent. Since we are just fine-tuning the overall stuff, we are yet to patent the overall stuff along with the console or even the algorithm.
Okay, so then there's nothing in the market which is similar to this.
No.
What's the biggest difference?
Pardon?
What's the difference between this device or any other device? You know, these
interactive. That is one the competitor from Europe. They are just, it's a very complex setup. They are using the IR camera, right? Nothing like the single unit like this. They use the overall the nuke separately, system separately, and the sensor is completely the very complex one. So here we are done. That's what we took around 4+ years to come up with this virtual console.
Okay.
So during COVID, we just started developing the overall stuff.
Okay. And your revenue, that the existing revenue, that's from GCC or India?
No, in India.
Okay. Then my question is the same thing. Why would you not go for a bigger share in the Indian market, which is humongous in
Yeah,
itself?
it's a very big market. It's a rate. We are ultimately we'll be targeting India. At the same, GCC more whatever we expect around 10x more than India. The overall adoption will be pretty quick, pretty faster here when compared to India. We are just reaching the creamy layer of the schools in India. Ultimately, it will be part of it. It's a very big market. And we are parallelly, since we are pretty much near, so overall adoption will be pretty good in GCC. And ultimately, if you go from here, so literally anyone, any country, they will accept. So that's a reason of coming to Dubai.
Okay, I'm just worried about the spreading yourself too thin in terms of jurisdictional kind of expansion.
No, it's all about. I believe it's all about the execution. It's all about the team, right? So since at the end of the day, it's all about the team who leads, and I believe we can do it.
Okay, and in terms of the whole setup, let's say school X gets in contact with you and wants to implement this.
Mhm.
What's the timeline? What sort of equipment do they need apart
Okay.
from this?
Uh-huh.
So, like, just want to understand the whole kind of like
Nothing. Within a week, we can go for the installation. We'll be going with all the setup. Only thing is, we need the assistance. They want to come up with the fun activity room kind of thing, along with some electrician to assist us. That's it. Our team will be going over there with the console, projector, with all the accessories. So
Okay.
within a week, we can install it.
Okay, and then coming back to if that is the IP, are you manufacturing it yourself or are you outsourcing the
No,
manufacturing?
we are manufacturing ourselves.
What's in your production kind of limit?
So as of now, it's limited. So we have around 50 units right now in hand. And going forward, that's the reason we want to raise fund. We want to go fast since there is no competition. This is a right time to pitch in, to right time to change the overall things on the EdTech market.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, good presentation. What you said really resonates. It's all
Cool.
about the team.
Right.
So, question for you: what's your superpower? Is it hardware and supply chain, software, education and pedagogy, entertainment, or fitness?
So hardware and software, that's our ultimate thing. Hardware, because without the hardware, anyone they can come up with
It's
such a
hardware
thing.
and software.
It's a hardware and software, absolutely.
Then why are you developing content? Why not license and open this up to
Uh-huh.
allow different people
Yes,
to
that's
build
part of
different businesses?
that's part of it. That's what I just call Amazon Prime, right? So even we want to onboard the partners. It's open. It's a something like OS. Even the partners, other partners, they can publish their own content. They can generate their revenue. That's the ultimate idea. Right. It comes with a lot of other options. We have the partner, the dashboard. They can publish the content. They can see the entire analytics. That's part of it.
Right. Then why is education the first market you tapped?
It's a very big market, as I told, right? It's around $750 million market. We are just going with the SaaS model. It's pretty affordable, 20 dirhams per student per month. So literally, it's a very big market. We have around 1.6 million the schools in India. My target is, for example, just reaching 1 lakh the overall units. We are the unicorn, ultimate unicorn.
Right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arun.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Nice meeting you.
So our final startup pitching tonight is Mindoa. Mindoa is led by Shafiq Bahu, who is a cognitive scientist by training, entrepreneur, and EdTech pioneering Mindoa. Just to give you an overview, Mindoa is an AI-powered platform that transforms education and career advancements via an AI skills passport. Please give a warm welcome to Shafiq.
Hello. Thank you, Ramiz, for that warm welcome. Thank you all for your attention and sticking it out to the end. I appreciate it. I get what you're saying now about the echo. I hear myself like a Doppler effect, but as long as you can hear me clearly, we're going to be okay. Can you hear me clearly? Amazing. Okay. So before we get into the tech and the product, I want you to entertain a couple um, anecdotes for me. Okay. Let's just say you've just graduated from college. You have an amazing degree, you acquired all your skills, you did everything you needed to do to pass your test, write your essays in order to go out into the market and start to work. The thing is, let's be real. How many, how often, or actually how many master students are actually masters in their fields? Actually put in the Robert Greene 10,000 hours necessary to say, I went to becoming an expert into a master. And then how often, actually, whether you're a student or a C student, chances are you forget the content that gave you that grade, right? Do you guys mind if I speak openly? Is that okay?
Great presentation. Uh, just one question, and this is around organizational IP. Why would I, as a company, allow work product or portfolios to be uploaded on the platform, considering even for extremely junior entry level positions, employees are made to sign NDAs and non competes, which, again, due to a recent ruling, are enforceable again.
It's a great question.
All right. And while you were validating the problem statement, did you get buy-in from a single company, or is it still a hypothesis that you're testing out?
So right now I have documentation.
Thank you again for the presentation. I struggle, to be honest with you, to kind of understand what the product is. Like, if I were a customer or a user of the platform, what is it that I'm required to do when I set up my account? And comparatively, and compared to other platforms that we like, such as LinkedIn or any other platform that is already existing, and how do you see yourself in comparison to that?
So
competitors, and if so, who are they?
Biggest right now is
Thank you for the presentation. So I understand the B2C side of it. So as an individual, I want to push my skills higher, learn more, find my gaps in the skills, and kind of push it to the employers. But your strategy of going for enterprise solution, how does it work? Let's say I'm an employer. Why do I want other people to know what my staff is really good at? Like there's a talent war. Let's just say we pick AI. There's a lack of talent in that. Why do I want other organizations to know what employees are working, the great projects that they are, the skills and all of that, and push those employees out of technically my, like, what's my benefit in running this whole thing?
yeah. So again, it's not about
Okay, that's fine. And then coming back to your pre-revenue, but have you run some pilots to kind of understand what the feedback is from both the organizations as well as from the employees themselves?
yeah. A lot of the pilots, but I don't.
Okay, so based on that, one of the challenges, so there are a lot of products which are good to have, but I won't pay for them. So what is your monetization strategy? Like, do you think that this would actually get monetized and the employers and both the individuals would pay for it?
Yeah, I think it would because why?
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Shafiq, for your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who joined us for EdTech Pitch at the Hive today. It's a special event for us because education and EdTech in general is something that's close to the Ignite philosophy. Regardless of where you are in the ecosystem, we always try to support learning throughout the startup journey. For future Ignite events, we are planning to host a couple of mentor triads in the month of March, so please stay tuned for that. And thank you to all the attendees and the esteemed panelists for joining us today. We hope to see you all again active within the ecosystem and community. Thank you.